come to order. We will start the consent agenda for Tuesday, February 22nd, 6 o'clock p.m., which is our regular monthly meeting. First item on the agenda is a proclamation for President's Volunteer Service Award, which was requested by Mayor Frank.
Good evening, Commissioners, Mr. Chairman. Thank you so much. This is a big night for a lot of volunteers with the 4-H program, and I know that you all are big supporters of 4-H and continually fund this program. And tonight we're honoring some folks, just this group, 1,522 volunteer hours in this community. So. And Donna, you want to help here? We have a proclamation for each of them, and then we're going to be giving these great people awards. So whereas the President's Volunteer Service Award is a national volunteer awards program that encourages citizens to live a life of service, and whereas this national award honors individuals whose service has made positive impacts on their communities around the country and inspires those around them to put words into action. And whereas, led by the AmeriCorps and managed in partnership with Points of Light, the President's Volunteer Service Award program allows certifying organizations to recognize their most exceptional volunteers. And whereas the Anderson County 4-H Extension Office is a President's Volunteer Service Award certifying organization and is now recognizing local 4-H participants, both youth and adults, who have given of their time, knowledge, and talents to serve their fellow citizens. And whereas Briley Brown, Bristol Brown, and Lydia Vandegriff, Lydia Calhoun, Riley Mazingo, Emma Grace Bridges, Briley Gray, and Sadie Gray have each received gold awards for their volunteer efforts by completing between 80 and 265 hours of volunteer service in 2021 and have been honored as President's Volunteer Service Award recipients. Likewise, Shelly Vandegriff, Meredith Grant, Laura Gray, and Skylar Mazingo each completed between 100 and 160 volunteer service hours last year and received bronze awards as 2021 President's Volunteer Service Award recipients. Now, therefore, in recognition of the outstanding accomplishments of our local President's Volunteer Service Award honorees and the positive examples they set for others in our community, an acknowledgement of National Volunteer Week, April 17th through the 23rd, 2022, we, Terry Frank, Mayor of Anderson County, Tennessee, and members of the Anderson County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim April 18th, 2022 as President's Volunteer Service Award Day in Anderson County. And we wholeheartedly thank the honorees for their dedicated leadership, their voluntary contributions of time and labor, and their compassionate hearts for service to the community. And now we'll issue the gold awardees first.
Okay. The first is Briley Brown.
The first award winner is with a total of 80 hours of volunteer service in 2021, Ms. Briley Brown. Congratulations, Bailey. Do you want to wear it?
Wow, look at that.
Let's do it. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Next, we have Bristol Brown, who is also a gold award level winner with 104 hours of volunteer service. All kinds of awards to take home. Next, we have Lydia Vandegriff, She is a Gold Award level winner with 262 total hours of volunteer service in 2021.
And she's not.
Oh, and she's not with us. She's probably volunteering. Okay, next is Lydia Calhoun, another Gold Award level winner with 136 hours of volunteer service. Congratulations. Excellent work, thank you. Okay. So go to Riley. Next is Riley Mazingo, another Gold Award level winner. Riley has contributed 111 hours of volunteer service in our community. Great work, Riley. All right, next we have Emma Grace Bridges, another Gold Award level winner. Emma Grace has a total of 95 volunteer hours in our community. Congratulations. And she's actually written me for some more volunteer hours at our Veterans Breakfast. Congratulations, Emma Grace. Next is Briley Gray, another Gold Award level winner with 106 hours of volunteer service in the community. Excellent work. Or were you giving her Sadie's too? You accidentally. Thank you. Next, we have Sadie Gray, another Gold Award level winner with 98 volunteer hours in our community. Congratulations. Great work. Thank you. Next, we have Shelly Vandegriff. She is a Bronze Award level winner with 146 hours in the community. Congratulations. Thank you, Shelly. Meredith is not here. Meredith Grant is another winner. She had 123 hours, and she's not here tonight. Next, we have Laura Gray. She is a Bronze Award level winner with 106 hours in the community. Thank you so much. Great work. Congratulations. And last but definitely not least, Skylar Mazingo. Skylar is a Bronze Award level winner with 155 volunteer hours in our community. Skylar, congratulations. Thank you so much. Excellent work. Thank you. Donna, do you want to say any final remarks about these wonderful people?
We are just so thrilled that our 4-Hers are living out the 4-H pledge that says, I pledge my hands to larger service. They truly believe that. They believe in making a difference. It's awesome that we had an opportunity to recognize them, but I can assure you, I had to browbeat them because they were like, I don't do it to be honored. I do it to make a difference, and they do. So thank you for all of your support for our 4-H program. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll get that. Y'all go ahead. Yeah, I'll get it.
I'm sorry. That's so good.
I should. Smart man. Come on in here. Come on.
His wife told me
Come on,
he knows
Chuck.
what he's told. Jerry?
Come on, Jerry. Good job, y'all.
I got it. I'll stick it under here.
Thank you, Mayor, for bringing that to our attention. Want to commend the 4-Hers for the volunteer service they provide to our county. On behalf of Anderson County government and the county commission, we appreciate every hour, every effort that you all took out of your lives and sacrificed to help. It's a testament to the 4-H programs in our county that they teach our children that nowadays. And parents, it's a testament to you that you've raised children who are still willing to volunteer. So thank you all very much. Next item on the agenda is the honorary resolution for John Rice Irwin, and that's been requested by Chairman Josh Anderson. Chairman Anderson, you have the floor. John, come up.
E.M. Forrester, the author, once described the difference in storytelling as just a sequence of events versus telling the story with a plot. And the example he gave was that if you say the king died and then the queen died, it's just a sequence of events. But if you say that the king died and then the queen died of grief, you give it a story. It's a story. It's got context. And that's what I think John Rice Irwin did for the people of Appalachia, for Anderson County. I think without the proper context or the attachment to people that he preserved with objects, a lot of what he saved would just be considered obsolete or junk or whatever. And there's too many examples of that to list here. If you haven't ever been to the museum, you should definitely make the trip. But he gave us such a sense of pride and purpose with our culture. He made it something to celebrate, especially at a time when in pop culture, if somebody wants to make you look silly or like the comic relief, they always give you a southern accent or make you a hillbilly. And he just kind of, when that was going on, he did the exact opposite for us. So for that, I'm always going to be grateful. So this is a resolution honoring John Rice Irwin, educator, historian, veteran, author, musician, storyteller, folk hero, legend. Whereas our dear friend and creator of the well-known landmark, the Museum of Appalachia, John Rice Irwin, passed peacefully on January 16th, marking the beginning of his eternal legacy that will live on in the history books of this great county forever. And whereas John Rice Irwin is a name so stitched into the fabric of East Tennessee folk history that the two are practically synonymous, his efforts to preserve pioneer history through his collection of artifacts and family heirlooms will continue to shape our historical foundation for many generations to come. He dedicated his life to preserving our way of life. From his meager beginnings living on a family farm that was displaced twice by the federal government for the construction of Norris Dam and the Manhattan Project, to his early childhood, where he developed a keen interest in Southern Appalachian culture from listening to family folklore, from serving his country with the U.S. Army overseas during the Korean War to serving as Anderson County's youngest school superintendent at the age of 31. To the wise man who founded the Museum of Appalachia in 1969 to display the old-timey things he collected to preserve the mountain heritage of ordinary people. To the beloved family man who realized at an early age that the most treasured heirlooms are the memories of his family that will transcend time. Thus, John Rice Irwin cemented himself as one of the most historically important and revered county citizens that ever lived, and no doubt carved out a place for himself in the annals of Anderson County's history. And whereas he was an adventurer that loved to travel through rural Appalachia collecting artifacts from the working man and listening to stories that shaped the culture of pioneer America, his mountain travels also helped satisfy his passion for the past and seemingly unquenchable thirst for the history of ordinary people who settled this area as he wandered through the hills and valleys of East Tennessee and met lifelong friends. And it was not uncommon for him to pull up a rocking chair on a new friend's porch and hear about the mountain way of life from the old-timers who shared their family history with John like they had known him since birth. Now therefore be it resolved by the Anderson County Board of Commissioners meeting in regular session this 22nd day of February 2022 that we honor the life and accomplishments of Anderson County's own John Rice Irwin, a man that will live forever in the hearts and minds of all Anderson County citizens and the endless visitors he touched preserving our Southern culture for all to see at the Museum of Appalachia and for all to hear while he told the stories of the ordinary people of Southern Appalachia. Be it further resolved that we hereby proclaim December 11th of each year hereafter as John Rice Irwin Day in Anderson County to honor this great man who stood as an inspiration to us all and who fully understood that to shape our future, one must know our past. Resolved, duly passed and effective this 22nd day of February 2022. Congressman Flashman wasn't able to attend tonight. He did send this. It's going to be read into the congressional record.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If there are no other items under proclamations and resolutions, we will recess until 6:30.